Hi and welcome to Foodinati. This week we're taking hard-rocking Canadians Monster Truck to Unit in Sheffield for a burger. And then after that we're going to be meeting up with General Manager Alan Riley of Cult Wing in Leeds to talk about our new digs at his beautiful bar and restaurant. Keep it locked. Hello, and we're back on Foodinati UK, and guess who we've got here? All the way from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Monster Trucker in the house.
Hey.
And we're at Unit Burger in Sheffield, just down from the corporation where you guys are playing tonight.
Yep.
And so we come down to Unit to check out the burgers, because I heard a lot about this place. And of course, hard-rocking band, hard-rocking burgers, brilliant. And so, how's tour been going so far?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Great, yeah. Every show's been awesome. Had a lot of fun. I mean, the UK's been really good to us over the years, and that hasn't stopped. So,
yeah, I heard you were back here in 2016 with Nickelback, weren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
A few. We were back for Download this year.
Yeah.
And we're going to be back again in a few weeks for Planet Rockstock. So, yeah, we spent a lot of time
Wow,
here.
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes, before we get properly cracking, I've got a present for you guys. Now, I have to say, you're not the first Canadian band to get this treatment. Unfortunately,
That's all right.
Cancer Bats got this first.
All right.
So you have your own personalised Foodinati hot sauce. So you can take that on your tour
That's
first,
amazing.
liven up your meals.
Hey, cheers,
Perfect.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks so much.
there you go. You take that away. We try and do this for all of our guests.
I love it. That's so much.
So there you go.
Much.
And that is from Chilli Shop Leeds. Big up Frank. Okay.
Cheers, Frank.
So, Warriors is the album, and we've been listening to it quite a lot recently. Really good fun album. Great hard rock album. It's just everything you want to get away from the seriousness of what's going on in the world today. It's just half an hour. If you're on your lunch break from work and you're having a crappy shift, you listen to that on your lunch break. It takes exactly the time, and you'll come back and you'll be fine. Trust. So, yeah, was that the intention with making the album? So be like that?
Kind of always the intention, I think, right?
Yeah, we're very lighthearted kind of guys. We only want to have a good time, pretty much. That's what this is all about. It's what it always was about. We started it to be a party band and play, little shows to get some beer money and drink for free one night,
Perfect.
And it translated into this larger thing. So I think the goal has never really changed of just being a place for people to escape and to have a good time.
Absolutely.
Really feel like, who cares?
Yeah,
We all
absolutely.
need to feel like nothing matters for, like you say, a half an hour, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I think we're lucky that our music can do that for people.
Yeah, I see the tour's been going over really well. Your crowd seems to be going mental for it. So that's wonderful to see. You got those damn crows supporting you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're Wales. They're one of ours, aren't they?
Yeah, they've been great. I mean, their crowd's insane. Their fans follow them everywhere. It's quite awesome to see a band that's that engaged with their fans and that in tune to what they want. It's wild. Sometimes it's a little intimidating because they literally come and sing the whole show.
Right.
So they'll come up and they'll say something and they'll just put the mic out and the crowd's singing it. It's just like,
yeah, cool.
okay, they have a good vibe here.
Oh, that's good though. If you got both bands, like,
Yeah, and it's been great for us because they fire them up really well and then we get
awesome.
in there.
Awesome. Saw the video you did just recently for the Warriors song.
Yeah.
That's got everything you want. It's got wrestlers, man. More wrestlers in videos. That's what we want. I thought it was cracking. I mean, all the imagery surrounding Monster Truck, from your name to the spaceships, the wrestlers and all that stuff, and the fun of it all is brilliant. I really enjoy that. I can't think of a lot of bands. I can think of plenty of older bands that used to be like that.
Yeah.
These days, it's a rarity, and like we say, like with the emphasis on fun. And I've noticed there's a bit of a country twang gets in there at times. There's a little bit of that.
I think that just comes with being North American. Country music's like the biggest genre of music in North America right now. It's like everywhere, no matter where you go. And we've always kind of grew up listening to like Allman Brothers and Leon Russell and like Southern music, you know.
Sure.
And so it was really easy for us to put that into it. So it's kind of just another little, you know.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a few little layers rather than just being a hard rock band, to have places you can go.
Yeah, absolutely. It was fun because we were listening to the album. There's a track about I'm going to pack my stuff and leave.
Oh yeah.
And it was just straight after that we heard another band that were sort of singing "Please Can I Stay?"
Yeah.
It was just like, no, man, we're going to pack our stuff up and leave. I thought it was cool. So over in Canada, like there's like quite a like rocking sort of group of bands, isn't there? There's yourselves. Obviously, you've got Nickelback, you've got that, and you've got Cancer Bats. Is there any other Canadian bands we should be checking out, do you think?
There's so many.
Geez, there's the old ones and new ones. Like our good friends Alexis on Fire's on tour here right now.
Yeah,
I think
great
they're
band.
playing Manchester tonight. Like they were in Cardiff the day before
Fantastic.
we were. So, but yeah, like Billy Towns, some good buddies of ours who are coming over soon.
Yeah, there's tons. Dirty Nil, they're from our hometown. They're doing really good. They've been over here a few times.
Yeah.
Crown Lance.
Right.
They're good. They're like prog rock. They're pretty great. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of bands that come from Canada, considering how many people we have.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, I didn't actually interview Cancer Bats last time I saw them, but it was Witch Fever I was interviewing. But Cancer Bats, such a lovely bunch of guys, and I find that you know, the Canadian band it's a cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. It's so nice to work with.
Yeah. I think that's just Canadians in general.
Yeah.
They're pretty chill.
Yeah. So we don't like playing stereotypes, but so far so good.
I'll take that one.
So obviously we're part of a food show, obviously. So what's your kind of go-to food when you're on tour? Look, like, is it anything you can get all of? Is there
I eat pizza way too much. On tour, I eat pizza hard. It's my comfort food. That's my go-to if I'm like tired.
Absolutely.
I'm like feeling something, I'm just like pizza.
I've never met a pizza I didn't get on with.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, I have met a few, but that's kind of my most indulgent thing that I go after.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But, you know, when you're traveling, a lot of the time you're just eating junk anyways. It's all that's
you.
available. But like, you know, the best thing about the UK is we have like the M&S's and the roses in the rest stops. You can stop and get some fruit or a smoothie.
We're pretty good at keeping the rider with healthy stuff. Like, we have fruits and vegetables on there, so that's like almost forces you to eat that stuff, which is very required.
Absolutely. Like there's that perceived notion of rock and roll bands. It's just like, bottle of vodka on the rider and a bunch of beers, and it's like if you talk
that too. Don't worry.
There is.
The fruit and vegetables counteracts that.
Exactly.
That's kind of the
it's a marathon, not a sprint, as they say. So you got to have your yin and yang going on that rider. Yeah. So after this tour, what's next? Can you tell me what's next?
Yeah, we have a few shows at home throughout the rest of the year. We're coming back here, like John said earlier, to play a couple gigs at the start of December. We got lots of new stuff that we've been recording, and I mean, I don't know how much we talk about it or not, but yeah, we're always writing and trying to.
Awesome.
You know, we have a studio at home that we're like.
Oh, that's always helpful.
Getting better and better at using it and making stuff sound good there. So we definitely have plans to do work out of that, and then we don't know. We'll kind of see how. Try to plan out next year
and see how where the world ends up by the end of the year.
And on that note, the food's here.
Yeah.
And here we have the unit burgers now. We've gone for unit burgers. You can get a close up on that. That's the unit burger. And we've got wings over here. So here we have the plethora of unit burgers, and we've got special sauces on the side. Let's have a go. Let's see what it's like. So, I can tell you that's a tasty burger.
Here's a tasty burger, confirmed.
In the words of Samuel L. Jackson, that is a tasty burger. So when you're at home, I ask all the guests this, and you're cooking, what's the best music to cook to?
Best music? I cook to jazz if I cook.
Jazz?
Jazz or like some kind of techno that you don't have to listen to and really pay attention to.
Always good to get a rhythm going as well. It's always good to tempo when you're cooking. But don't listen to thrash metal, ruins it. Even though it's my preferred genre, terrible to cook to. So we ask that question to everyone simply because we've had the most disparate answers to that question. Everyone said everything from Sinatra to grindcore. We've had the whole shebang. So you said you did download last year?
This year.
Of course, yes. And food at festivals. I've noticed downloads getting better for it. So I've noticed
catering. No, I'm just kidding.
But I've noticed a lot of festivals are up in their food game. That's something we're going to be featuring next season, quite in depth, because I've noticed. I mean, the whole ethos of our program is where food and music collide.
Right.
And that is in more places than you would imagine. There's a lot of musicians that, when they're off tour, like chefs, there's a lot of chefs in the music industry. There's a lot of bands who do hot sauces. There's a lot of crossover there. And so we're going to be exploring next year quite a lot about like the pop-ups that we're getting at festivals now, how at music festivals, like you used to just have the burger stand and that was it.
Hot dogs, popcorn.
That's it. These days it's getting a lot better. I mean, when you're traveling around the world, like, do you make a point of like visiting decent places when you're in town?
Yeah. I think even on this tour, kind of everything. It's like we're pretty conscious. Not like sure, I'll have a pizza or like have pizza once in a while, but like I'm pretty conscious. And I think we all are about making sure we, don't eat fast food every meal. Like you can't continue to do this week after week. And if you're doing that, it just. So we're pretty aware of like finding, and like we don't like shitty food either. So,
fair play.
You get good at reading the reviews and seeing which ones are true and which ones aren't, and then you kind of sort out where to go and and hopefully not feel horrible, which I think we're pretty good at that too.
I remember back on one of my early tours that I did back in '95, and we were touring with a vegetarian band, and every single venue gave us mung bean chili every day after day after day. So they hired their own chef for the next tour. I've noticed a lot of bands hire their own chef, which sounds pricey.
That's I don't know how that would fit in the budget. But.
Yeah, I know. Maybe not these days. But this is back when people bought records. Right, so here we are, Unit Sheffield, just down from the corporation. Look for the place with "That's the Spirit" written on the side. I'm here with Monster Truck. We're going to dig into these burgers, and we'll be checking out their show later on tonight. And thanks for being on the show, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for everything.
Thanks for having us.
Check it out. Warriors, out now.
Yeah.
If you're enjoying what you've just seen there, please subscribe. Hi and welcome back to Foodinati UK, and we're here in our new digs. This is Cult Wing, Leeds. Look at this fabulous place. It's incredible punk rock chicken joint with tequilas thrown in, every type of tequila you could want. Now then, I'm here with Adam. He's the general manager around here. Hi, thanks for being on Foodinati UK.
Absolute pleasure.
Okay, so Cult Wing. Tell me a bit about it. What's the ethos? What's the vibe we're going for here?
Okay, so it's based on non-conformism with regards to the art. Bit of a punk rock kind of flex, as well as sort of the kind of genres that would be like sort of based around non-conformism with regards to sort of rebelling against society. So anything that you could sort of tie in with graffiti, any sort of movements coming from sort of them eras, and then getting into sort of the modern contemporary sort of format.
Awesome.
The bar's based on, it's like a tequila bar predominantly. We do believe we've got the biggest tequila selection in the UK. And then the food is formulated around chicken wings being the predominant USP.
Can't beat it.
I know you're a big fan. And then we do some things like chicken burgers, chicken tenders, all that kind of thing.
Sweet.
The drinks menu itself is predominantly based around the liquid that we stock or we focus on, which is obviously tequila or agave-based spirits such as raicilla and sotol and mezcal. But we also do a little something for everybody as well. So if you wanted to get something on the side of that, like a vodka and coke, whatever, we can do whatever.
Absolutely. I've noticed you've got mocktails going on there as well. So if you're like me and you don't drink alcohol, you can get them. And if you're a vegan, we got the collie wings.
We have, yeah.
And some burgers as well.
Actually, funnily enough, the cauliflower wings, I mean, I am a meat eater myself, but my favourite order is usually the chicken tenders.
Yeah.
With the cauliflower wings. And
the cauliflower wings are banging though.
They're amazing, yeah.
They've got a really nice sort of oriental sort of vibe to them.
Defo.
Yeah, just really, I liked it. Like, I came down with Alex, he's a vegan, to the opening, and he had the collie wings. He was like, George, man, I know you're a carnivore, but you got to check this out. And I'll tell you what, they're so good. And the other cool thing about this place is we have, if you look at this beautiful menu, I mean, look at that. There's been some real attention to detail going on here. This is like a comic book. So that's really cool. But the coolest thing is, if you have the wings, you've got all of those flavors to look out for. So you can mix and match and you can change it up every time you come here, which I intend to work my way through all of these. I've done about 5 of them. My favorite at the moment's the jerk one.
So not a bad choice to be fair.
Jerk punk. That's this one here, fantastic. So with all the like different flavors and stuff like that, you really can customize it, can you?
Well, luckily enough, I've tried them all on a few different occasions. I mean, there's sort of 3 that I go for.
Yeah.
And I like the Viet Cong.
Oh, I love that one,
the teriyaki and the chipotle.
Oh, the chipotle is well nice as well.
But don't get me wrong, I do like the jerk. There's no dissing the jerk.
One thing that came up that we noticed a lot from the food was like, whilst you have the habanero hell, and that's for you chili lovers out there, and I know there's loads of that watch this programme. It is hot. It's got something there for you. It's got the good kick, but it won't kill you. So it's not going to be like your sort of da bomb type heat. This is very, very tasty heat, and that's what I really respect about this menu. Everything on it is tasty. It's taste driven.
Absolutely.
So really,
it's pretty intense, to be fair. All the flavours are really, really on point.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, they're really, really good. And you've also got your own sauce, your own hot sauce.
Absolutely.
Make it burn.
It's some serious stuff, to be fair.
I've got a bottle of it at home.
Having said that, for the real hot sauce nutters, like the chili shop man, if you go to Frank's place, and he's I'm sure he could show you a fair few things that'll put ours to shame. But in terms of natural ingredients, I believe I might be wrong here. But I'm pretty sure it's the hottest you can get in terms of natural ingredients.
There's no extract.
Before you get into extract and to the next level. But it's actually really beautiful taste, and we use some of it in our Bloody Marys and also in our house michelada.
I'll go well in a Bloody Mary. I can see that.
We do our Bloody Marys. It's called the Cojones. And it's a mezcal Bloody Mary.
Awesome.
And we've got sort of a 13 ingredient premix that goes into that. And that's one of the components of it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, this Make It Burn hot sauce. I'll get some B-roll of this in a bit. I know I shouldn't be giving away trade secrets, but that's what we call it. But yeah, I've got a bottle at home and I've been using it on everything. It's a good, for home use, it's a a good all-rounder.
Oh, it slaps. It's good stuff.
It's a good all-rounder. It goes on pretty much everything. I've tried it on bacon sandwiches, sausage sandwiches. The whole night. I've done more than just breakfast.
I wouldn't go that far, but each to your own, man. Like, every man's his own master.
That's my wheelhouse, man. That's my wheelhouse right there. So I've obviously been in and out of this place quite a bit recently, and one thing that really hits you is the decor. And I gather you had a few artists on the job, didn't you?
It's quite interesting, really. A lot of the art we've had done by our internal graphic design team, guys that already work for the company that are incredibly talented in their own right. And then we've also hired a number of different independent graffiti artists, independent artists, to come and sort of touch a lot of the digital print work up that we've had done, as well as tons of graffiti all over the place as well.
All over the place.
But as you can see, like the ceiling above us is just slammed full of various different prints, and all these wonderful pieces of art along here. And they've all been touched up by a graffiti artist as well. So yeah, it's
absolutely fantastic. I mean, the place is so striking. And the other thing that I was talking to Gavin about, Gavin's one of the other owners, is the fact that Leeds has now got a place that is like in walking distance between all the major live music venues here. So over the road, you can see the arena from here. Back there, we've got the Academy, we've got the Key Club, actually in the same building. You know, all these places, and you are slap bang in the middle. What Leeds has been needing forever, which is a dedicated sort of rock hangout, which does food.
It just sort of forms the perfect angle between the three venues, to be fair.
Yeah.
And like I say, we're actually in dialogue at the moment with Leeds Arena and Key Club, just with regards to doing a couple of little deals together.
Yeah.
Just so that sort of our clientele between us both can sort of get certain offers and obviously look after the staff as well. It's all about giving each other a little...
All in this together.
Yeah.
All in this together.
Staff hugs. Industry hugs.
Industry hugs. I haven't bought hot sauce in months.
That's it.
Right, well, it's absolutely stunning what you're doing here, and you're going to be seeing Foodinati here doing a few really high-level interviews coming up in a few weeks. But I can't say anything right now, but you just watch this space. And you're going to be seeing a lot of these guys and this food and everything that goes with it. So, Adam, thank you so much for being on Foodinati UK.
Wicked.
I'm going to tuck into these wings, and I think Lisa's going to have a look around. All right.